Here we go, fellas. We're into yet another wonderful day of our ball chase. Not ball chase. Jesus, man, cut that out. Cut that out, someone. Onto another day of our dribble challenge. It should be day number 18. We're going to be working on catches today. We've kind of briefly covered it, just a few times here and there. But I wanted to kind of break down some catches, explain some ideas to you guys about what you need to do while trying to catch the ball, and we're just going to kind of go through one of my favorite packs. It's in here, Catch and Dribble Hard by Lazlord. The code will be in the description, probably be down in the comments. This is the one we're going to be doing today. I'm going to keep random off just for you guys, or actually, yeah, I'll keep it off for you guys. Today we're just going to be working on really basic catches and turning that into a dribble, basically, and trying to score. There really isn't too much to it. You should slowly be adding in drifts, maybe sometimes trying to get weird catches and wave dashes. This is a relatively easy pack, so you should be kind of experimenting with different ways to get your dribbles, different ways to get your catches, catching the ball in different parts of your car, like maybe just on the side, taking it around here, maybe getting a crazy drift infield, taking it to the other wall, maybe going for an aerial. You really want to be pushing your mechanics with your catches here. You kind of want to try and get just whatever you can to really control this. A big part of catching is I like to try and let go of my accelerate. You'll notice right here, I'll kind of let go of it so it helps kill the momentum when I'm making contact with the ball. I'm still accelerating when I touch it. Generally speaking, you're going to be not slowing down the ball's momentum a ton, and you're going to be giving too much force into it. So really try and kind of let go of your everything, I guess you could say. I let go of everything when I go for the catch, generally speaking. Especially if I do like a power slide, I'll kind of let go of everything as the ball is making contact, and then resume whatever the path was that I was taking. Just kind of helps kill the momentum and lets you control it a little bit better. But yeah, just really be playing around with a bunch of different ways to get these catches and convert them into dribbles. I like to try and challenge myself with weird flicks every now and again. Yeah, it's a relatively simple pack, I know, but we're kind of to the point where you should be opening up and changing what you're doing, kind of experimenting and going for different types of dribbles and really trying to find what you like with dribbling. Be getting like power slide cuts, maybe turning them into bounce dribbles, into fakes. There's going to be tons of options for you now that we are this far into the pack. So really just kind of try and open up and see what you're feeling, see what you want to do. Because once you master dribbling, there's just so many different options for you. And, it gets really fun. It gets really fun once you can control the ball how you want. All the shots in this pack are going to be relatively the same, relatively easy. So just kind of sit back and relax and kind of work on getting some good catches and then converting those into some sort of a play that you think would be threatening on the net is a good way to think of it. Hope you all have been enjoying the series. Sorry I still kind of sound like crap. Still a little bit sick. I just feel like dog water, but hey, that's all right. We'll go to the next shot here. A little bit different angle. You can kind of see where knowing all of the things that we've covered thus far are really going to start coming into play. Power slide cuts, getting pops, just really trying to play around with what you can do, what you can't do. Always try and see if you can catch the ball in more unique ways, get different types of touches. Sometimes you want to flip with it and try and get a weird touch. Just kind of keep trying to learn, keep trying to push yourself. That's what this whole series is about. Get your power slides in, get your drifts in. You can even try and control this back to your far corner if you'd like. Control it up the wall. Maybe try and get a catch off the wall like this. I mean, there's just so much you can do. And we're starting to get into more practical uses of dribbling instead of just kind of doing the mechanics mindlessly in replay. But we're still going to have to do some of that, especially when we start getting into some of the weirder dribbles that are going to be coming down the line. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this training pack. It's really basic, but the idea here is that you're going to be finding ways to challenge yourself. Doing different types of turnarounds, doing different types of controls. Maybe challenge yourself, get it down to 0 like this, and then go for a flick or something. This one's a fun one. You can kind of start a bounce dribble. There's lots of different things here. I like to try and get power slide turns personally. I love the way power slide turns look, so I try and get those down a little bit better. We'll get more into power slide turns probably later, honestly. Because they are a little bit harder, in my opinion, than your average just catch. I know we kind of covered that pack the other day after like power slide cuts, because they're very similar, but I kind of threw the pack in just at the end just to kind of give those of you that wanted a little extra something to work on for you to work on it. But we'll probably cover the pack in more detail while we're on this little leg of catches and control here. Yeah, just keep working on getting your catches. You should be able to control this relatively well. Convert your first touch into some sort of a dribble that you can control and get some sort of a goal out of. Don't worry if you can't get every one of them. Sometimes you just have to do what you can. Just keep doing your training, you know? I wouldn't worry about it too much. As long as you're training and actively working and looking at what you can do a little bit better, that's what's really important. Every now and again, feel free to do a little something, a little fancy if you want. This is a pretty basic pack. As long as you're kind of taking each piece of everything you've learned so far and throwing it into this, you should do pretty good. You should be challenging yourself, and you should still be learning, so. Yeah. Sorry I'm kind of out of breath. It's hard to talk and record at the same time while being sick. And work on your bounce dribbles too. You see how when I let go of accelerate and like my input, the ball really kind of slows down a ton. A lot more than you think it would, honestly. You can't control it on top of your car the whole time, that's totally fine. You need to dribble it across the ground like this, you can. You know, that's fine too. As long as you're getting in, you're training. Each one of these should be you just trying to work on whatever you can. That was a fast flick. That was pretty good. Let's see, 74 mile an hour flick, man. Our flicks are getting there. And don't forget to appreciate your progress you've made. I'm really good at saying to do that, but I suck at it myself. I feel like I've been kind of slumping in ones lately and not being as good in it as I should be, but people keep telling me that I'm getting better, but I just don't feel like I am. And again, it's really hard to see yourself getting better, but ask someone around you, see what they think. Ask for their honest opinion. And generally speaking, I feel like most people, if they're honest anyway, will let you know that you are in fact getting better, and It's just hard for you to see because you're the one doing all the work. You have to watch it slowly building up to whatever it is now, you know, and it just gets really hard and it's demotivating sometimes. But just remember that, you know, everyone's going on this journey as well, and everyone's been down. Everyone's felt like they can't improve or they're not improving the same way, and just know that you are getting better, and if you're putting in the time, you're getting better. Yeah, sorry for my rants, sorry for my weirdness, but hey, it's just how we is. Get into the next shot here. With these ones, I try and get like a little power slide and then catch it with my like the side of my car. Sorry. Hopefully I remember to cut that out. I probably won't. If I don't, I'm sorry. Forgive me. But yeah, I try and like turn into it and then like let go. Again, accelerate and everything, and like kind of I'm catching it with that side bit of my car here. I'm really trying to like kill the momentum. I'm trying to go ever so slightly faster than the ball. Very, very slight. Basically, if I'm going the same speed when I get the catch, it will almost slow it down, but if I'm going slightly faster, in what I think anyway, is that it'll like kind of really kill the ball. Like, it's just a very slight difference. Like that. That was a good example. And you can see that I'm not perfect at this either, and we're all still like learning together. And I think it's been really eye-opening lately, like watching pros and like instead of looking at how good they are all the time, you know, find a pro you like, maybe watch one of their live streams or something, and like know when they mess up. And they mess up a lot more than you would think, and it's kind of eye-opening in a way, seeing that even the pros kind of make these mistakes that we make as well. They make them less often, sure, but they still make them. And you know, like everyone's human. We're all human. We can't be perfect, and we're all doing our best. And you putting in the time to do this pack and do this training is just as good as anyone else doing any other training anywhere. So just keep that in mind. Appreciate yourself, you know. You'll see with my bad habits here with these is I turn away from the ball after getting these catches. See how I turned away there a little bit? That's kind of my bad habit. I'm trying to get past it. I kind of put myself in a bad position because if I turn away and I get a really good catch, I no longer have possession. It's just something I've been noticing in my 1v1s. There's a longer volley here. This should be a pretty easy catch still. I'll still be able to get a control off of it. I like to toggle my ball cam right when the ball is making contact with my car. I don't know if you guys caught on to that, or if I missed mentioning it, but I try and make it feel like a smooth transition, if that makes sense. So I'll hit ball cam right now. And that way, when I'm kind of catching the ball, it doesn't feel weird. Like I don't get here and then have to turn it off, and it's like, where'd the ball go? Like if I turn it off here, then it feels a little weird, you know? It feels a little too delayed for me, so just something I like to do. Again, if you want, you can try and power side on these, get a direction change. Just whatever you can do to really make it more difficult on yourself. Should be a pretty relaxing pack though. Should be a pretty relaxing day. Tomorrow's pack is going to be a little bit harder. I have one in mind. It's kind of pretty hard because a lot of the catches are on the wall, kind of, and getting that kind of control can be weird. And I definitely suck at it, but it is possible. So just so you guys roughly know what might be in store for tomorrow. I haven't quite decided on exactly what we're going to do just yet. Here I'm trying to see if I can get back around and catch it on the right side of my car, but I don't think I can. It's also fun just to like experiment with like where else you can kind of control this ball, or how else you can touch it in certain ways and just get different types of control. This is a fast ball, so it's hard to really slow it down properly. Just kind of experiment with it again. It's all about that experimenting. Generally speaking, the more you struggle with it, it's probably a good indication that you need to keep on training with it. That was a good catch. I like to kind of congratulate myself when I start doing good, or if I'm struggling with a shot. Just kind of giving yourself a little bit of gratification can go a long way, in my opinion. Again, work on controlling the ball in different ways. Just kind of trying to be versatile as you can. Like, instead of controlling it just this way, maybe try and get a touch that you can control more infield like this. Just see how the... Yeah, I'm struggling with this one here. There we go. How's it going? How's it going? You kind of see how just playing around is giving me different ideas for how I can control this. Kind of what I can do in ranked. Oh, this is a weird one. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this pack. I had fun with it. I think it's definitely a pretty basic pack, pretty beginner in a way, but once you have this all down, it's going to be a cakewalk to get the control that you want down the road. Just keep in mind that, you know, nothing's going to come just overnight. You're not going to be a pro dribbler overnight. Just keep training at it when you can. Spend as much time as you can, as much time as you want. I'm really struggling to read this one myself. And this is the last one here. Let's see what happens. So that's a fun one. These are the ones that you have to be careful with catch-wise, because if you catch them wrong, they'll kind of do that high pop that you just saw, and it will actually just center the ball for whoever's there. And that's a common early like learning this issue, because you try and like get this catch right like this. I'm trying to mess it up, but no, I can't, obviously. Like that, it'll go over you and then you're away from the ball. So just gonna try and take note of why that's happening. See if you can't watch it back and be like, okay, I hit the ball too early or not early enough. Sometimes if you just like watch back your own footage, you'll really be able to see why you're not getting the touches you want. And if these are all too hard for you, feel free to slow down the game. Like, put it down to like 75%, 85%. If there's something else, I mean, do that. You know, whatever you need to do to like be getting this training and help yourself understand it, use the tools that are there. Don't be afraid to use tools or ask questions. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for the video, guys. We went through the whole training pack. You saw me kind of do each shot, kind of play around with that. But yeah, that's gonna be the video. And I appreciate everyone hanging out. I appreciate everyone training. I hope you all have learned a little bit today. I hope you all enjoy, and maybe found a new training pack that you enjoy. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.